What's going on, everybody? My name is Tahj Mowry. Currently, you will be able to see me as Moog in Disney Plus original series, The Muppets Mayhem. So excited for you guys to see it. And you are watching Young Entertainment Magazine.
Amazing. Well, hi, I'm Daniela with Young Entertainment Mag. We are so excited to talk to you today. You're obviously like a classic, a staple here. So we're so excited to chat. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. What an intro. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
And the camera missed it, but we are just talking about the aesthetic. You're dressed to like match the vibe of the room too. I love it.
Oh, I actually didn't even try. Okay, so yes, this is my house, but I didn't try to do so. Wow, okay. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, no, it looks like you're like a little vacation oasis, like Airbnb vibe.
No, real talk though. It people who know me know, and they know when they come over that if I don't have to leave my house, I am not leaving my house. And so I like to think of my house as kind of like it's like a tree house kind of. So it's a vacation in itself. So I love it. I love it here.
That's awesome. So are you like the friend in the group that ever like you're the host where you're like, okay, everybody come over to my house. Like I'm not leaving. I have a cool place.
You know what? I'm very blessed to have friends that have cool houses as well. So like I don't have to yeah, I don't have to do it all the time. I'm very thankful for that.
That's awesome. Okay, we did dive right in, but I do need to back up and I need to get a little intro from you. So we're gonna do a
Okay.
bit of a tongue twister. If you could
Okay.
share your name, the role you play, the film or show you're currently in, and then follow that with, and this is Young Entertainment Mag.
And this is Young Entertainment Mag. Okay. This is the test right here. Okay. Young Entertainment Mag. Okay, we got it. Ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Tahj Mowry. Currently, you will be able to see me as Moog in Disney Plus original series, The Muppets Mayhem. So excited for you guys to see it. And you are watching Young Entertainment Magazine.
Oh, so good. Did you feel like almost you could grab the wand and be like, and you're watching
Yeah,
Entertainment
I
Mag?
feel like I feel like that was training in itself. So I think that's I think I can't remember when I did, but I posted like a throwback Thursday video of me doing that, but it was like the behind the scenes of it. Yeah, and it was me basically just going one more time. One more time. Okay, you want me like same thing? You want me to do it again? Okay, one more time. And it's just over and over. And I wanted to post it to show people like this is what it really felt like.
That's so awesome because
We didn't know it would be so iconic. Like at least I didn't. I was
right?
like, I hope I look cool doing this.
Okay, wait, we actually have to talk about this because like that's like I feel like that's gonna live in history for forever. Right? Like those classic like that's
You
too
know,
how we grew up like knowing who actors were because you heard that in your head, like that line.
it blows my it really blows my mind. Like, because when you're again, I can only speak for myself. When I was doing it, I didn't think that people would still be like posting and like talking about the wand thing. And I'm just like, what? Like it just blows my mind. And I remember those shoots so vividly because they took a while. Like, because you had to say, different things and different setups and you just didn't know that it would live the way
Wow.
it has. And it makes me feel old a little bit.
No, it's awesome. Okay, so I need to know then. I need to go watch this behind the scenes video you posted, obviously. But what, so
Yeah.
like you did it multiple times? Like how often would you go in to do those? And like what was it like when you were
Um, I think like when you were, this is so funny. I don't think I've ever. So basically, when you're like, I guess like a Disney Channel kid, you you have to go in every now and then and like sort of, it's like them catching up with you, you know? They're like, so what do you like to do, you know? And it's like an interview for the fans and the kids watching, but it was just like, you know, a super chill, like you'd be sitting in like a cool chair. They'd just be like asking you questions, and you knew you were like filming it, obviously, but it was like super lax, super chill. But I remember, I think I did it maybe twice. But yeah, like, you know, when I got a certain age, I did it again. Like, it was just like, you know, something that they did. I don't even know if they do it now still, or, but it was like it's an honor to be a part of that time.
Yeah.
And you know, it was so cool to always do those sort of Disney Channel group things, you know, like Circle of Life, and because you would get to see your peers that you didn't always get to see all the time.
Yeah.
And it was just, you know, again, such an honor, and again, so funny that it's so that it's I don't know, that it's still a thing.
It's so cool. Okay, and then I just had like a little flashback. Like, remember Disney Channel 365? Where
Oh,
like
is that where they like talked about the like the stuff going on in the park and all that?
I think so. They would have like
Or
little
was it like
stand-ups.
a
And it was like, I think that was
oh
what
no,
it
I don't
was.
remember that.
And they would like
I
travel.
remember the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the name, but I don't remember what it was about. But like back in the day, like I remember Disney Channel was it. Like it
I
was
know.
it. Like that's like, you know? Like,
Totally. It was like the coolest
yeah.
thing ever. Yeah. And I don't
Yeah.
watch it anymore, so I don't know like what the vibe is, but seriously, it was like such a staple for like our
And
generation.
and again, only speaking for me. For me, it was, you know, I've always loved Disney, like all things Disney. So like being on a channel that you're also like a fan of watching, like at that age, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
so cool. Like it was just really cool. But again, there was no social media, so the scope of it, I had no idea the scope until I started to see stuff on social media. Like, oh my gosh, like how many years ago was this? People are still talking about this. I guess it was a bigger deal than I thought.
Totally. Because I feel like Disney
Yeah.
Channel back then, it was almost like the culture of our generation. Like it was like, of course you watch
Yeah.
Disney Channel, like there's no question about it.
Yeah, there's no
So
question about it. Like, of
yeah.
course you saw the Disney Channel original movie last
Oh
night.
my
Like, there's no,
God.
like, of course you saw it. You know, like.
Oh, okay. Well, none of these questions were on my list, but I'm so glad we're talking about it because like Disney Channel was my life. So, oh my God, that's
I love it.
okay. So back to this project that you're in now. How did you become a
Yes.
part of it?
Oh my gosh, it was you know, it came from my team, you know, just like all, you know, projects and tend to do through an email form. And you know, I was like at the time I remember it wasn't it didn't say Muppets Mayhem,
Okay.
but we kind of knew that it was. You know, a lot of projects these days, especially ones with big IPs, you know, like Muppets or Marvel, Star Wars, or basic a lot of things now because things are just so secretive now.
Yeah.
Um, they don't use the real name. So at the time, it wasn't the Muppets Mayhem, but like I knew it was the Muppets Mayhem. Okay, and it was a very fast process actually. I just went on tape for it, and then I did the test for it, and you know, I'm just, you know, I love Disney. I've been working with them for so long, and this was a project that I really wanted to be a part of. You know, I love the Muppets. Who doesn't love the Muppets?
Yeah.
They're iconic.
Right.
The people who have gotten the opportunity to work alongside the Muppets um, are so cool in my book, and now I'm one of those people, and so it's you know, it's just so cool for me. It's so cool for me, and it's such an honor and a privilege, and Yeah, it was a very fast process.
Cool.
Um, and also a long process once we started getting into it,
Cool. So who is
but so fun.
so I bet
Yeah.
that's so cool. And it's probably projects like that probably don't come through all the time because like iconic stories, films, franchises, they don't always continue to live on like the Muppets does. So like it was probably like, wow, this is just awesome.
Yes. And there's very few IPs, franchises that sort of resonate with such a big range of like of people, you know what I mean? And even talking about this show with certain journalists and everything, it's so incredible to see how the Muppets really do touch people,
Yeah.
and people really do love the Muppets. And again, like you said, it's very hard to come by these projects. So I was like, I want it. It's mine. Give it to me. Yep. Yep. I got to do it. Yep.
Yeah. That is awesome. So who is Moog and how does he fit into the story?
Oh my gosh. Moog he's amazing. First of all, I desperately love Moog, and it's always nice to love the characters you play. You should love the characters you play. But he Moog is basically the number one fan of the band, the Electric Mayhem. So he has followed them around ever since he, had the ability to do it on his own. He is the number one fan. He's a Mayhead for life, as he likes to say. And he's all about the band. And he's not just he's not like the crazy super fan type. He's kind of quirky. Not very confident, but he's very good at what he does. He's an audiophile. He knows his way around a mixing board, and he just desperately cares for each member of this band and like the energy they give him. Like he just wants to be a part of anything that they're doing, and he gets the opportunity to help them along their journey to create their first album. And so he's ecstatic the entire time pretty much because he gets to be with his favorite band of all time. And along the journey he starts to maybe get some feelings for Nora, played by Lily Singh, and there's a whole sort of thing happening there. But it's just a wonderful character, and he's got so much heart. And I think it's gonna be nice to see a super fan in this way before.
Yeah.
In this way, I don't think we've seen it before. Normally, when you see a super fan, they're crowd surfing and just being crazy, or just but he's intimately in love with this band on a deeper level, and he genuinely cares for them. And the show is hilarious. It's heartfelt. It's got some romance, got some drama, it's got some action.
Cool.
And it's got so many guest stars you can't even keep count. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I feel like we can all relate to like that sincere super fan in us because it's like there's something in our lives that we just love so much. And it's almost like that feeling. I don't know if you felt like this, but growing up, like kind of in our era, it was like there was a whole getting discovered kind of thing that was popular, that energy. And it sounds like your character almost like gets discovered in a way and is so seen and then gets to help the band that he loves so much. And that's like what we all want in life. So that's really cool.
Yes. So and that's why these types of characters, as an actor, you run towards, because they're the ones that the audience is like, they're just gonna love to root for. You know what I mean? And it's such an honor to be able to play him. And I've been waiting so long for people to meet Moog. And now they're about to finally get to meet him, and I know he's gonna touch so many people, and I know the show is gonna touch so many people. It's such a it's a joy. It's a joy ride. That's really what it is. It's a joy ride.
Yeah. Okay. And that you just said something so interesting as far as back in the day when you were doing your thing, you mentioned there wasn't social media. So how has that changed how has it changed your kind of personal experience as an actor when you say, okay, I'm so excited for people to meet Moog, and then that's such a big social media plays such a big part of that. So how has social media kind of transformed your experience as an actor?
Yeah, I think it's you know, that's one of the positives that can come with social media. There are a lot of negatives, a whole lot. But one of them is that instantaneous reaction from a fan of how they love your show and love a character and how they relate. You get to see it instantly and sometimes even in real time. You know, like, so it's that's cool. And so that's also something, especially with the show dropping all the episodes at one time, which is so awesome. I think fans will just get all of Moog right away when they can binge it, you know. And I just can't wait. I can't wait for and I encourage people to let me know, you know, what your favorite parts were and what you thought. I want to see it. Yeah.
Totally. And when we post this interview, not only are we posting it on our site, but it's going to be on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. So there will definitely be like a
dope
around this. So it'll be exciting.
Oh, sick.
Okay, so what to you was the coolest part of like working with the Muppets?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Yeah.
it you know, it was, you know, some projects, how do I say this? There's not all projects feel new every day on set. Not all projects are like that. And this show was like that for me as an actor. I would show up and get to do something dramatic one day, something hilarious, something improv one day, something that has a little bit of action in it, something that has some of special effects. You know, it was something new every day. And that was so fun. So it's hard for me to pick one. You know, I think I'll just say I guess it's not one thing, but I think it's just the overall, like, the way a Muppets production is put on. You know, there's sort of tricks to the trade to get to what you guys will see. You know what I mean? And it doesn't necessarily look like that for us all the time. You know, when you're dealing with Muppets, everything is kind of a visual effect shot because you're dealing with a puppet. So it takes a lot of time. But for someone like me who loves the process of filmmaking and set, and I grew up on sets and I just love sets, you know, that's fun for me, you know? So to get to experience what I do as an actor, but in like the way the Muppets do it was like so cool. I felt it was something new. Like I said, the way we shoot things is just different, you know. For one thing that was cool that I can share, because some things I don't even know what I can share because it might take away some of the magic, you know. But one thing that was crazy to me that I had to get used to, a learning curve, I guess, was that there's monitors everywhere. So normally as an actor, you don't see yourself, like you don't have the ability to like look in the screen and like see yourself. Like, no. You just doing your thing. Right. But our Muppet performers, they need monitors. So you'll be in a scene and you'll have full monitors and you know, it's kind of weird at first. You're like, oh, I don't want to be looking at myself on camera. But then you realize, you know, you can utilize that to your advantage as well. So you get used to it. But that's what I mean. It's just different, you know? But it's so fun. Yeah. It's so fun. And also another favorite was just, you know, coming to work and seeing the call sheet and going, oh, my scene with animals today, you know, or my scene with Zoot is today. Oh, I love doing scenes with Zoot. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just, it's like a kid, you're a kid again, you know what I mean? And you're working with these iconic characters, and are incredible Muppet performers who have some been doing these characters for over 30 plus years. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, it's and you know, they're doing the movements and the voice.
Wow.
So it is incredible to watch. Incredible.
Okay, wow, that's insane. And you know what that just made me think of? Like when you're I don't know, at the doctor's office, or like you're applying for something and it always says occupation. I just think of like their occupation that they get to write down.
No, honestly, they're straight up just performing. They're artists, to be honest, because when you watch them, they're true artists.
Yeah.
And just, you know, a pleasure working with them. Like, and they're just so great people. Oh my gosh, great. We're family now, you know, so it's just, it's amazing. Yeah.
That's awesome. So what is your favorite, like, behind the scenes moment? Like something that maybe happened in like a trailer or out to dinner one night, just a funny kind of cast moment.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Cause you got me, Lily, Anders, like, Sarah's hilarious too. Don't even get it twisted. She's the youngster of the bunch. She's like my little sister. But you know, Anders is hilarious. So like, there's so many things. Okay, I'll say, okay, this is pretty funny. It's also kind of sad. This is something that would make us sad, but it's kind of funny also. In between takes, you know, the Muppet performers, they can't keep the puppets up. You know, their arms, you know, their arms get tired. So when a scene is over, the puppet sort of drops, and you had just finished doing a scene with, you know, Janice, and you know, you love Janice. Janice, she's a real person to you at this point. And then, you know, after the take ends, they sort of drop, and you're like, wait, Janice, no. So I'd say that's the craziest, and we would always laugh about that. But it's also, you know, it's kind of sad because you're like, no, come back. And then you're like, okay, we get another take. Cool. Because they become so, you know, they're real.
Yeah.
They're real. So it's like, it blows your mind. You kind of like, you start production and then you just forget that they're puppets. And that's just a testament to how great the Muppet performers are. Like, they're so good.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so you kind of get to, this sounds crazy. You kind of get to learn two people because you're working with the character who you're talking to, but then you're working also with the Muppet performer. So you're getting, like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That is so crazy. I've never heard anything like it.
But that's the magic of the Muppets. It's the magic of the Muppets.
Wow. And I'm just thinking too, like, the performers who have the puppets, it's like they're probably not making eye contact with you when they're doing their lines. Because that would be crazy, because you're making eye contact with the puppet and they have to watch their puppet on the monitors that you are very, I gotta give you props, because the fact that you picked up on that's a whole other learning curve. Because as an actor, you know, that's why I mentioned the monitors. They're looking at the monitors. You have to look at the puppet, and you can't look at them. Yeah.
You know, so you gotta. It's
Wow. Yeah.
So imagine. So first day at work was.
Yeah. Did it take a second to like get into it?
It took like a second, but you know, and amongst other things that you have to, you know, pick up, you know, but it's so fun, and you pick it up real quick, you know, like it's just,
Wow.
And our set and our crew, the love I have for our crew is like I can't even put it into words.
Yeah.
Like, because you know we're together long hours. We're there a long time.
Yeah.
It's they're long days, and you know you build families with these people, and we have the best crew ever.
Yeah. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh. I feel like I've learned so much. Now I'm like so extra excited to see it because it's like there's so much that goes into it. Like you were saying, that you would never know. Did you have a favorite
Yeah.
Muppet or Sesame
Yeah.
Street character growing up?
Oh my gosh. Of course. Jeez. Gonzo. Uh, oh my gosh. Cookie Monster was always, the homie.
Yeah.
I have deep love for Kermit. Um, um, Jeez, there's so many. I do love me some Gonzo though. If I had
Yeah.
to pick one, no, you know what? It would have been Gonzo, but now it's gonna be Walter and Walter isn't in every Muppets movie. He's in the Jason Segel one.
Okay.
Um, I'm pretty sure he's in the Jason Segel one. Um, and he to me is sort of inspiration for Moog in a way. They're very, he's a Muppet, obviously, but as far as just his aura, he definitely inspired Moog for me. So Walter might be my favorite of all time. Yeah.
That is so cool. I love it. Kind of like all connect,
Yeah.
all in the same world.
Yes, 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 yes.
That's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna dive in really quick. We're gonna do rapid fire. So,
Oh, okay.
what is your favorite snack from craft services?
Oh, favorite craft service snack? Oh, it gotta be fresh though, and it gotta be in season, right? The sliced mangoes with a little bit of tahini on there. Ooh, on a hot day too. Especially, imagine filming like in the desert, which we do for Muppets.
Yeah.
Fresh mango with some tahini. That's my favorite.
That's some good crafty. That's not like your average like
Oh, that is kind of is that kind of bougie? Is that shout out Disney.
Yeah. We love a bougie crafty. That's what I'm here for. I love
shout out our crafty.
Yeah,
Yes.
usually when I ask actors, they're like, "Oh, the top ramen or like the beef jerky." Like, the mango with the tahini. I love it. That's so good. I love it so much.
Yeah, that's been my favorite. Yeah, that's been my favorite recently.
Okay, so what is your go-to Starbucks order versus what would Moog's go-to Starbucks order be?
Oh man. First of all, Moog wouldn't go to Starbucks. I don't think Moog would go to Starbucks. I personally I like both. If I need it real quick, boom, Starbucks is there, I go. But I also am my own little barista. I make my own stuff at home. Like I got a little bit of skills. So I do both. I like the coffee shop life and then whatever. But Moog would not get Starbucks. I at Starbucks get different things. I like to try different things. But I would say my go-to is just an iced Americano, to be honest. Get me up, get me out of there, get me going.
Yeah, no, that's a great choice.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What would Moog's like drive-through be then? Like where would he go?
Ooh, I feel like Moog would definitely be a Dunkin's dude. Moog is a Dunkin's dude for sure. He would definitely get like a breakfast sandwich.
Oh, they're
and probably he would probably get an iced coffee, but it would never be right like how he wants it. It would always be and he would always just be like, well, I should have just made this myself. That's Moog. Yeah.
I love it. That's such a good insight to Moog.
Yes.
I can't wait. Okay, and last question. What was your, well, this is probably hard. I won't ask it that way because that wouldn't be fair. I was gonna say, what was your favorite Disney project to work on? It's probably way too hard to choose. What is like, okay, I'm gonna change the question. What is your favorite Disney throwback moment? Like you back in the day on Disney, like what did you have like a moment?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's pretty easy for me now. My favorite Disney project is the Muppets Mayhem. Like, it's just, again, I'm so thankful as an actor, I still get to experience like these joys of something that, is just so awesome like this. So yeah, it's Muppets Mayhem. Like, it's Muppets Mayhem.
You're like, that's easy. Okay,
that's easy. That's easy.
Like, I don't want to, make them choose.
But they've all, I can all pick each one for different things, because, there's things like, Kim Possible that are just so deeply rooted into people that are just, that's just a special then there's Smart Guy, which is technically a Disney show as well. It was, even though it was on WB, but I could, but Muppets Mayhem just hits different. Muppets Mayhem just hits different. It just hits different.
Okay, this is a fun little story just because you mentioned Kim Possible. Like, are you on TikTok? Are you pretty active on
No.
Okay, never mind, it won't matter.
That's why I'm like, I hope I answered these TikTok ones okay. I'm like, how long do I have? I don't know.
That's so funny. No, on TikTok, when you're scrolling on like your For You page, it'll tell you if someone is your friend. It like will pop up, which just means like you follow each other. And so I was
okay.
one day and I saw Christy Carlson Romano and it said your friend on it. I went crazy. I was like screaming. I was like, you'll never believe, because like I'm such a Disney fan, like growing up.
I love that woman. I love that woman. Christy is amazing. I love her. Yeah. And that is like, dope. That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, there we go. I finally made it. No.
Yeah.
We've texted a few times now, and you can tell she's like,
I love it.
She just has so much wisdom. I feel like she just like, she did.
Yeah.
Like
she's real.
Yeah.
She's real. She's real. She's got wisdom. She knows what's up. She's real. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just, she's just awesome. My, this is true, actually. People laugh all the time. My text alert on my phone is the communicator.
No. That is
so yeah. If anyone ever sees me out and my phone is volume on, you will hear the communicator. You will hear the...
Is it your doorbell too?
I keep it with me.
Is it your doorbell too?
No. It's not the doorbell. It's not the doorbell. I do switch up the doorbell sounds every now and then, though.
Really? That's so cool.
Yeah. You can switch them up. Yeah, sometimes for Christmas, I'll do like you can put like a carol on some of them. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ridiculous.
I love it.
Hey, why not? Technology.
Yeah, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. You were awesome.
Oh, you too. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes, it was fun. So we'll post it everywhere. We'll tag you. And yeah, we'll be in touch. We're excited to see it.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to Young Entertainment Mag.